You know, the economy in America after the pandemic just went crazy. Everything went crazy high. The food went extremely high. The gas went high. You know, the rents are constantly going up, right? It's hard for people to even buy a household. They say that the stigma of even your young children who like, 20, 21, 22, the stigma of them being at home with their parents have went away because that's how bad the economy is. They can't even afford to be on their own like that. Well, case in point, you have this young lady that's living in her car, and this has been happening to people. So I want you to, check out this clip because let's really get into having this conversation about, the young lady.
Why I'm living in my car is because the cost of living in America is way too high. I mean, in order to get you a nice apartment in a good area, you have to be making a certain amount of money, and my job is not paying that amount. Okay, my job is not paying enough for me to get a nice place in a nice area and live a comfortable life. If I get a spot, I will be struggling. So it's just tough out here. Like, that's the truth. It's hard to live. It's hard to maneuver. It's hard to live. And I had to come to real, I had to come to realization with myself and ask myself what it is that I wanted. And was I willing to sacrifice to get that thing? And what is my plans? And what do I really want in life? And I don't have...
In an economy like this one, and the economy is not going to get any better. Ladies, you need a man. You need a good man at that. You need a good man. And both of you work together. And if you work together, you can have a place to stay. You can put food on the table. You can do everything. Within our community forever, even if you go all the way back to slavery, women and men were still together. After slavery and all the different things that we've been through as a community, we still were with each other. No matter what we suffered as a black community, we was always together. Period. As this economy gets tougher and tougher and tougher. Do you know they say, economists say the middle class is considered $74,000 a year now, when the middle class used to be $40,000? A lot of people don't make that on their own. And the average woman surely don't make $74,000. Definitely a black woman for sure, she don't. Now, I know men have live in their car too, and homelessness is an issue all over the country for women and men. But men and women got to be together and work together as a cohesive unit and understand that, you get the necessities. Hey, necessity is roof over your head, keeping the lights on, having a car, clothes on your back, food on the table, not eating out like that, but food on the table. We got to go back to the old school ways. I know today's different. So internet is real important today because you can't even do your job, or cell phones is a thing now. You got to kind of have that. It used to be like a luxury, but you got to have it. It depends on what kind of phone you buy. That may say it's more of a luxury than a necessity. But people got to work together, men and women. All this, I want to be by myself. I want to go run the streets and this, that, and the third. And then you see a lot of women with children facing eviction. You remember the news report that came out that more black women were being evicted in record numbers. And none of these black women had men. All of them were single women, single mothers. If they had a man at home, we talking about a good, decent man, a man at home, and working with that man, and y'all building a life together and going through the things y'all going through together, that could say, because I didn't see the news report saying black couples were being evicted in record rates. It was black single mothers or just single black women. Don't be listening to these people on the internet trying to tell you, it's single life, turn up and do it. Like, look, all them people talking, especially if they got big followings, some of them same people telling you, women that's talking to you, when they get off the internet, they got their man. They may not show him, but they got him somewhere. Or if they don't have him somewhere, they're making good money off of talking to you and riling you up with the donations, AdSense, or if they're getting paid on Facebook, or wherever TikTok, wherever they're getting paid from. Don't let people tell you things as content creators that's not, and you don't know if they married, single, whatever. I'm just saying, because we talked about that before. There's so many female content creators that's putting out messages that's actually hurt other women. And they're hurting you at your expense because they getting paid on the 21st, 22nd of the month. all for telling you that. They're getting paid very well. They not going to be evicted. They collect, they cash and, you know, 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 checks a month off of telling you that. Some people even more. You need to get with a man, work with a man, and build something with him. Because listen, even the Bible talked about in the last days, it's a woe unto pregnant women and women basically don't have a man. Woe unto them. Why? Because those women are vulnerable. I'm not saying men are homeless, but I'm saying is when you work together with each other, you can do a lot more. Two is better than one. Two incomes is better than one. Two parents is better than one. We don't need to see our young ladies on the streets. And we've seen this. Y'all need to get back and go back to the old school ways. Get you a man, work with that man, and build something.